Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Dr. Mohibullah Wazir, and now we are in butcher house. You please give attention over here. You can see this is the skin, and you can see these thin vessels. Please make it close. These thin blood vessels. These are the subcutaneous vessels, and you can see this nerve. This is subcutaneous nerve piercing the deep fascia and enter into the skin. While these you can see, these are the subcutaneous vessels. Then you can see the fats deep to the skin. Look, you can see this yellow fats, this one and this one. And then note the important point that the skin is being connected to the underlying deep fascia by these white fibers. Look, these white fibers which you can see over here. These white connective tissue fibers, look, that connect the skin to the underlying deep fascia. These white fibers and these fats, subcutaneous fat, combinedly is being called as superficial fascia. These fibers that connect the skin to the deep fascia. Then the fats and these connecting fibers combinedly called as superficial fascia, and we say that these subcutaneous vessels and these subcutaneous nerves, it lies in the superficial fascia, while in the thoracic region of the human being, lying between the skin and the deep fascia, is also the mammary gland or breast tissue, and we call that as the breast tissue is lying in the superficial fascia. Now then you can see this thick white membrane. The thick white membrane, you can see this one. This thick sheet is now actually the deep fascia. The deep fascia is the actual thick deep fascia, which is a sheet made up of fibrous tissue which you can cut and which you can restitch again as well. So the limbs are then covered. First is the skin, then is the superficial fascia, which is not a sheet but just the subcutaneous fats and the fibers, these fibers that connect the skin to the deep fascia, and then you can see these subcutaneous vessels and these subcutaneous nerves. Well, the deep fascia is the actual fascia well developed in the limbs, this one, which surround the muscle and make a proper sheet. Okay, then when you remove the deep fascia, then you will be able to see the muscles. But note, these muscles are being covered by this thin membrane. Look, this thin membrane. I hope it's clear. This thin membrane is actually the epimysium of the muscle, and when you remove the epimysiums, then you would be able to see the muscles. And you look over here at this muscle, you can see this is one muscle bundle or muscle fasciculus, this one, and you see another muscle bundle or muscle fasciculus, and between them you can see this thin white tissue membrane, that is the perimysium, while the endomysium is the connective tissue membrane around a single muscle fiber. And now when you lift this muscle one bundle, you will see it is being made up of fibers. Each muscle fibers is being one muscle cell. Then you note over here that the muscles, when you follow, it ends in a thick white membrane, thick white cord-like structure. This thick white cord-like structure, this is called as the tendon. You can see all these are the tendons. Look, this one. Is it clear? Look, this is the tendon, this one, and this one. This one is the tendon. Okay, this white. Look, this is the tendon. This is the tendon. Okay, and then look over here. This is the joint or knee joint, and look. If you cut the joint, you will find that the joint, you remove the tendons which are being attached over here, you will find that the joint is being enclosed in a connected. Look, this is the tendon, this one, this white tendon which you see over here. And then when you cut this all capsule and the ligaments of the tendon, then you may find look, this, then you can see this is the capsule, this one, which surround the joint, and then when you open it, You can see this fluid. This fluid is then this synovial fluid, and then you can see the ends are being covered by this thick, white, shining hyaline cartilage. And after some times, if you boil the bones, the hyaline cartilage will be being removed, and this is the hyaline cartilage, and this fluid which you see over here, this is synovial fluid. Okay, this is what I wanted to demonstrate. Thank you very much.